Okay guys, wait till you see the entrance to this old lock. We came in here after dark last night. There was no way I was going to be able to film it and do it at the same time. I barely pulled it off, but you'll see why. I'm nervous. It gets tighter, trust me. The spot that gave me trouble last night is towards the entrance. There's a tree that's like halfway down. You'll see in a second. Alright, there's the river mouth right there. Tight spot. And I think there's a log in the way. So here's the tight fit. Got all these tules right here, which I went into last night to get around that tree right there. Alright, we got past it. Didn't catch the motor on anything. There's that log right there, which we'll get around. Deadhead. I think we're good. Nice. That's how you get into Old Lock 1, right there. Nice and slow. Alright, I hope we can find some gas in Jackson. Stay tuned. After that pretty serious storm a couple days ago with lots of rain, it's really flushed out all the creeks, and there's a lot of debris in the water. Some of it's little floating islands. Doing a lot of steering, more steering than we're used to. We're coming into the Jackson, Alabama area. This is our last good chance to get some fuel, so keeping my eyes peeled here. Look at that. That's what you're gonna find in the river right there after a rainstorm. So you're going to be playing bumper cars and doing a lot more steering. Okay guys, I'm trying to put a little effort into this. This would be for folks who are kind of doing a trip like I'm doing it, which is, you know, self-sufficient as possible, independent, not stopping in marinas, things like that. So, because Bobby's Fish Camp is no more, well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it, or I'll put a link below. Let me get back inside here. I'm having to look ahead here to the last 90 miles or so to Mobile and get enough gas. And Jackson is not our only choice. There is some other ones which I might end up talking about depending on whether this works or not. But I'm just slowly going through Jackson here because I know there's gas stations up the hill. I'm just trying to find a good place to park the barge that I feel safe, you know, that actually is legal, I suppose. You know, like a official spot to park, like a dock of some sort. And then maybe we'll get a ride to town. I mean, by the time you watch this, we'll probably have the answer coming up pretty quick. But as I'm making this, I have no idea how I'm going to get my gas cans filled. So we're kind of learning this together. But yeah, we're coming into Jackson, Alabama right now. It's the last kind of quote-unquote big town. It's very industrial. You can see it. And I did stop here 5 years ago on the Beagle Barge, Beagle Adventure. I'm sorry, the Shanty Boat Beagle Adventure. And we did get some gas. And hopefully we'll do it again. Stay tuned. So you can see this is a very busy area. A lot of things to pay attention to. I'm going to see if I can find a spot right up here and tie to a tree, and then see if someone will take me to the gas station. Stay tuned. Okay guys, this is what I came up with. I'm at the edge of the parking lot here for the launch ramp, and I just pulled up to this shoreline. I kind of gunned it and then kicked up the motor, and I came in here. The back of the barge is at 6 feet of water, and plus I tilted the motor up last second just in case. Tied up to this tree. It's more than a sapling. I think it'll be fine. Now I'm gonna hang out here for a bit, let a barge go by. I'll probably throw that anchor just in case, but I'm sure I'll be fine. And now we're gonna go to town. There's the launch ramp right there. There's usually boaters. I'll stand around with my gas cans and ask somebody to take me to the gas station. Stay tuned. We could launch the scooter if we have to. I don't think we're gonna have to. We're gonna go up here and see if we can talk to somebody. Looking around, I think I might ask this guy in the white truck here. Hold on. Okay, the fellow in the white truck said no problem. He'll take me up the hill with my gas cans. He's got a dog also, doesn't like other dogs, so I'm gonna walk Wavey around for a couple minutes and then put her back on the boat. She's gonna lose her mind, but whatever. And I'll grab the cans, load them up. We'll fuel up and be on our way. It's that easy. People are nice. His name's Malcolm. This is your second walk today, so when you're screaming your head off, just remember that. I notice he's backing over here for me, which is really friendly. Trying to find the best trail. Ugh, got these stickers. Oh man, these sticker bushes will wipe you out, trust me. Be careful with those. Okay, Wavy Gravy. You're gonna hate this, but you gotta stay on the boat. Nope, can't escape out the back door either. Okay, be good. I'll be right back. Here, lay down on the bed. There you go. Stay. I told you guys, anyone that doubts that she's a spoiled brat beagle, there you go. She is spoiled, rotten. Showing people how you can get rides to town.
Come on.
Look at that.
Get up like that. I don't want you licking him.
Wavey's gonna lose her mind when she sees this.
Got the paper mill and the sawmill right yonder.
Would this be the biggest employer in Jackson right here?
Yeah. That's probably about it.
Okay. Guys, just to prove to you how nice people are still, could have went to another gas station that's closer, but there's better prices at one that's a little bit farther away, and he's just taking me over there, so. Ears flapping in the wind. My dog does the same.
You can walk right there in the door and ask that dude what my friend wanted to do, get his houseboat built, and he loves ripper. He loves.
This is Malcolm, guys. He's the one that gave me a ride to the gas station. We're gonna put 20 bucks of gas in his truck too.
All these big old party bars and stuff come down through here with water.
You gotta think, guys, you save 20 bucks not going to Marina easy, so put some gas in his tank. Wavey's just gonna lose her mind. Sorry, Wavey. I'm not cheating, I promise. She's throwing herself on me.
Police station ain't been long built.
Downtown Jackson,
Yeah.
Alabama.
Got a little.
Yeah, we're not far from Louisiana, are we? Not really? No scheme of things?
It's about 4.5 hours.
Oh, okay, that's quite a ways. I thought I heard some Cajun accent in your accent there. No, From my northern ears, you know, I'm Minnesota. I can't tell. Everything just sounds like a southern accent to me. So.
Well, I used to go down there all the time. Go down there and eat and stuff, you know. Anywhere you need to go, just tell them we go.
Yeah, Malcolm was just telling me that Jackson's growing a little bit. And I'll bet you most of it's up here out of town, a few miles, you know, the Walmart and the McDonald's and all the fast food, all the chains. That's what growth is these days. Abandon the downtown and move to the outskirts and kill the downtown. Malcolm says he also heard that ever since the Bobby, you know, probably Bobby at Bobby's Fish Camp died, it's kind of went downhill. That's a local saying it. So that was our experience. Guy did not want our business. And then the Walmarts come in and everyone else follows. They figure it brings all the traffic out here and they can start building up and getting all the traffic. It's like a mothership lands and then all the little subsidiaries come in.
Yeah. And what we have got.
Man, I found the nicest guy. He just said, take your time. Take your time. I said, 20 minutes? Okay. He said, take your time. So we're going to pick him out a nice steak. He says he likes steak. Oh hi, my name's Wavy Gravy, star of the channel. I'm kind of a big deal, and right now Brenton doesn't know that I have a way to track his phone and I can see everything he's doing while he has me locked up on the boat like a princess up in a tower. And when he gets back, I'm just gonna let him have it. So if you want to send me some treats to help me feel better, there's a link below. Thanks. Malcolm, thank you so much for taking me to Walmart and helping me with gas.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you about my... You ever watch YouTube?
Sometimes.
Okay, I'll give you my YouTube channel if you feel like it. Oh my goodness, did I leave you? How dare me? Oh, how dare you? Wavy gravy. Oh my goodness. Good morning, guys and gals. I like to share the places we've stopped the night before with you, even just for a minute or two. This one's kind of interesting. Kind of opens up our toolbox, our repertoire of options for the end of the day if we don't have a really good place to pull in or anchor or something like that. Let me turn the phone around and I will show you. Okay, so we are at approximately mile marker 73 on the Tombigbee, getting really close to Mobile, you know, we'll probably be there tomorrow. And the river's high right now. I mean, it actually isn't high in a whole scheme of things, but it's higher than it's been because it rained a lot a couple days ago, and it was almost like it wasn't flooding, but it really, you know, added to the depth of the river. And so what's happening is it's flowing pretty good, which is working good for us. We're averaging about 7.5 miles an hour as opposed to our normal 5 or so. But there's a lot of debris in the water, and there's certain sections where the little eddies start to swirl, and you got to watch out for logs and sometimes even trees and stuff. So running after dark just gets to be kind of foolish. But what we've been doing is running until almost dark, and then last night I was just kind of scanning the riverbanks, and I saw this little, I don't know what it is, a creek or something, but it's actually running the wrong direction. It's flooding in right now. And I saw this tree system right here, and it has all the roots exposed. I'll show it to you. And we just pulled up to it, and there was plenty of depth. We're in like 13 feet of water right now. And we just tied to the root system really good with a couple of lines. And because the current's going by, it just kind of keeps the boat, you know, like it's just kind of tailing. It's just holding on in the front, and it's not really swinging at all because the current's keeping it mostly straight. A couple of things I didn't think about is, luckily we just barely got out of that branch last night, but it's just kind of touching the roof, and I didn't realize it till this morning. And I kept hearing stuff all night in my, half asleep state. I was like, is there raccoons jumping on the roof? And a couple times I think I even banged on the walls or something. And no, it was that branch. And there is we've had a couple, it's just going to happen, but, some like flotsam and jetsam going by, and it just bounces down the side of the hull of the boat, and some of it got snagged up on the kayak, but no big deal. I just cleaned it off this morning. And so, yeah, I'm just exploring this little plateau at the top here. And it's perfect because I just tied up Wavey's long line, and I'm letting her get it all wrapped around and tied into knots like she loves to do. And shush. When I say shush, it's not scream. Looks like, I don't know, people have been here. People have been everywhere. There's garbage everywhere. We're only out on the river for a couple minutes, and we come up on this fella. Okay, guys, so I want to see if I can articulate this. The Tombigbee goes on and on and on. And the closer you get to the bottom of it, getting to Mobile Bay, it starts to get very curvy. Sometimes it does a complete switchback and does a whole loop, like a figure eight almost. You're actually going north for a while. It's and there's really no cell signal down here, at least as of 2024. Every once in a while your phone will bing and you'll get a little message or something, just enough to tease you that the world is still out there. But there's really no towns to speak of. You'll see a camp, someone's really remote little fish camp once in a great while. But I would say if you're used to having distractions while you're slowly going down the river, plan for something that doesn't require cell signal. I didn't this time, but I adjusted pretty quickly. I do find myself looking. I'm so used to listening to podcasts and, books on audio, which really is just on my phone and stuff. But it's good for you. I think it's good for everybody once in a while to just kind of have it all taken away from you, all your distractions, your electronic distractions, taken away from you for a while. I've been, past couple nights when I've been tying up to the riverbank and stuff, I've been reading a really great book. So, for example, but yeah, just, it's a different part of the trip. It's very remote. It's very isolated and lonely in a way, but it's okay. It's good for us. We don't get a lot of that in the modern world. So just keep that in mind. I can feel those engines reverberating across the river into the hull of the Beagle Barge here. Amazing. About 20 miles down there is Mobile proper, Mobile downtown, and yeah, this is not the best place to be when the wind's picked up. Right around that corner down there would have been better, but it's okay. We're making it work. Tied up to these trees. I got some bumpers out so the hull's not banging up against it. We should be able to ride it out pretty good. Okay, bye little spot. That rope was there when we got here. That was a tree. I cut some of those limbs off, and that's the pile of them right there. This was a great little spot. So, all right, we're heading to Mobile. Stay tuned, guys. Okay, we're coming up to one of these bridges. It's like an optical illusion. On Navionics, it says when it's closed, it's 11 feet 8 inches. And I wish I knew what my boat was off the water here. I'm gonna creep up to it and try to eyeball it. Okay, guys, I ended up calling them on the radio, channel 13, and they're gonna lift it here in a couple minutes. I couldn't tell. If we would have went, it would have been inches. I don't want to take the risk, so we'll just let them open it up for us. Let's see if we can get a little footage for you. I just heard them blowing the horn, and we're just kind of keeping pace with the current. There's quite a bit of current in the river right here, so we're just kind of staying in place, sitting in place. I think they're gonna raise it here in just a second. Yeah, there we go. They raised it for us. Maybe I could have told them we only needed a foot or two. That would have saved him a little trouble. I think it stopped, so he obviously doesn't have to go all the way up and down every time, which is good. Man, the old Ontonagon trestle needs something like this. But then other boats would get up the river, and then I'd be competing, since I'm the only big boat that makes it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. This would be our first glimpse of downtown Mobile. Right around that corner where that bridge is at. You can't help but feel really small when you pass through Mobile here. These are world-class ocean-going ships. They're not even boats. They're ships, and they're huge. And the places they've seen and the stuff they've hauled, I can't even imagine. It's just a totally different world. It's really impressive to just go through here at 5 or 6 miles an hour and just kind of take it all in. I hope I'm doing it justice for you. And let me remind you to look behind you once in a while. We're looking out the window, no one coming up behind us, so it's always important. Check behind you once in a while. It doesn't matter where you are, the rivers, the lakes, whatever. Give your workhorse a little pat and some love once in a while too. I love you. And you too. You little spoiled animal. I think we're gonna stop here at the convention center for a bit and go walk Wavey around, see if there might be a gas station in walking distance. Okay guys, well, we found this dock that's better suited for the barge. I tried to pull up the convention center, and the sides were just too high, and it was hitting the gutters even with the big bumpers. So But the problem with this is that gate is locked from the outside. I think I can crawl around it. I'm not seeing any signs saying we can't be here, so we're gonna give it a shot. But first, Wavey, you stay. We're gonna let this barge go by right here, and we're gonna judge the wake and see what it does. Okay, guys and gals, so just made a tuna sandwich, assess the fuel situation, and I would feel much better about getting another 10 gallons on board before we head across Mobile. So let me turn the phone around. I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, so we are parked on this dock here, obviously. That gate is closed. I wish they would, well, whatever. And it's the middle of the day, so taking my awesome cart, which was given me to my buddy, and I'm taking a rope. I'm going to show you, and a couple of cans. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, when the cart is folded up, it'll fit through these bars here. So will my rope. My beagle won't, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do with her. Okay, so I passed Wavey around here. It wasn't pretty. I'm glad I didn't film that, but no harm done. She's a little freaked out, but wonder what we're doing. Okay, so I just walked around that, or, you know, climbed around that, realizing now it does say no trespassing, and I guess this is some kind of commercial spot, though it doesn't look very used to me. So we're gonna put a quick on our step, go get some gas and a couple of things, and head back. This was the best I could do with what I had. It's working. We only have to go about 3/4 of a mile. I should have brought some bungee cords. It's always such a relief when you come around the corner and you see your boat is still where you left it. I'll never fully trust leaving my boat, ever. Okay, so I got to get those around this wall here and on the other side of the gate. I got a plan. Stay tuned. Okay, so the reason why I brought this rope is I can lift this over and then set it on the other side over there. Okay, you see it worked? I just passed it around here, and I put it over here so I can reach through here and undo the rope so I can do it to the second one. And there we go. Now all I gotta do is crawl on the other side of the fence and take it down to the boat. Hey guys, Wavey and I are walking to the store to get a couple of things, and I think we just without really planning, came into this kind of historic little neighborhood here. I think it's called Delphine or something like that. I'm going to turn the phone around. This is not going to be an official Beagle tour, but it'll be a couple things to consider and look at. It's actually pretty cool. This is Government Street, I think. Nice. This is really nice. Like, I bet you up and coming is what it looks like. If we weren't double parked on a dock that we're probably not supposed to be on, I'd be tempted to stay and come check this out in more detail tomorrow. That's one of the downsides of doing it like this, where you kind of just being a rebel a little bit. Is it's always in the back of your mind, that someone's going to run you off, and that's just part of it. If we're going to go across, we're not going to go far from here. We're going to probably go to Little Sand Island, which Wayne Diaries told us about from last year. It's not that far away. And if we get socked in here for a day or two because of wind before we cross over to the ICW, we'll come back over here with the dinghy and we'll do a little more exploring. So we'll see. We'll let wind decide it. Let me see who this guy is. Pierre Lee Monnier Sieur de... I have no idea. Anybody that can possibly read French, please let me know. 1661 to 1706. I was just pulling my lines to launch. I look up and this thing's driving by. Oh boy. That would not have been fun to pull out in front of. Look at this, guys. We got this guy over there. We got this guy. We got this guy. All of them passing at the same time. It's like 3 lanes going on. And I just about pulled out in front of all of that. That's a naval ship right there. Hospital ship. The Comfort. Okay guys, that's Little Sand Island right there. That's where we're gonna stay tonight.